What is the You Have New Mail message in Linux/Unix? Sometimes, when I log into a box in su to root, I get a cute little message saying I have mail. Thank God it's not AOL. Where is this mail? What does it contain? Who/what sent it? How important is it? Is this even actual mail in the same sense as email? Or is it just my system telling me something? Edit. In relation to this question, would I be able to send myself mail using the SendMail program like so? Email at localhost.
Where is this mail? It's likely to be in the spool file, /var/mail/$user or are the most common locations on Linux and BSD. Other locations are possible. Check if $mail is set, but by default, the system only informs you about /var/spool/mail. Usually the spool file is in a very simple inbox format, so you can open it in a text editor or pager. For a slightly more convenient way, most distributions come with a program called Mail, or Mails. You can try Mud or Alpine. You can even configure it to be sent to an outside mailbox. See, is this real mail? Below. What does it contain, and who/what sent it? Most often the messages contain output of cron jobs, or a system security report by Logwatch, or similar junk. Read it and find out. How important is it? Depends greatly on the contents of each message. You should at least scan the subject headers. Often people ignore the mail for months, never realizing that their daily cron jobs fail. Is this even actual mail in the same sense as email? Or is it just my system telling me something? Yes to both. It's generated by your system telling you something, but it's also actual email and can be handled as such. You can, and should, configure your mail software, them to aka/user/spin/sendmail, to forward the messages to your personal mail address. The exact instructions vary depending on which mail, if any, you have installed, whether this is a personal computer or a server, whether you have your own domain or use a@gmail.com, and so on. Note that /user/spin/sendmail nowadays is a shared API and doesn't necessarily mean the original SendMail. In fact, you shouldn't use SendMail, but something more modern like OpenSmith, Postfix, or XM4. All of them provide the same /user/spin/sendmail tool, but they're easier to configure, more secure, and just as powerful.
The easiest way for me was to run the following in a terminal.
For anyone wondering how to read these messages one by one, you can just use Mail. Then type a message number from the list which you want to read. To go to the next message you can type next. Another useful command is delete. To see more about how the mail program works, see the output of man mail.
Just to offer some clarification, it's been the tradition for a long time for Unix boxes to run a locally configured mailer daemon that doesn't route messages through the internet, but only copies messages to other users' spool directories, as John T. mentioned. It is real SMTP compliant email, it's just not routed over the internet because it doesn't need to be. So, if you fire up an email client, like Alpine or Mutt, you can send mail to other users on the system by addressing the user at hostname, or in many cases, just specifying the user. You also likely have a command line utility called Mailx that can be used to send a quick email using your shell. Now, if you want to send messages to users on systems other than the one you are logged into, that's where the real fun begins. You'll need to configure your mailer daemon to recognize and hand off external email to a transfer agent, configure the transfer agent, and do a whole bunch of stuff I don't yet understand myself.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.